Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Pyro Gunner, and welcome to the 10th Q&A that I have ever done. And yeah, I got some questions off of the last Q&A video, and I made a Q&A announcement video, and I got questions from there. And whenever I do a Q&A, I always try to answer as many questions as I can. This time, I got a lot of questions, but there were some really good questions. So what I did was I chose the best questions out of those, which I think I got like 30 questions. Not quite sure, but it was about 30. So anyways, I got the best questions and I chose them to be answered normally like I do in my Q&As. And then I took the other questions that I thought weren't as good to answer because it wouldn't be as informative or the best information to give subscribers about me or something. So what I did with those, since I thought that most of the questions were good, I just answered them with some text on the screen, and I will flash those up like each for 1 second really quick, so you can pause it there if you want, but those aren't the most important, or the best ones in my opinion, no offense to people. But yeah, I did want to answer every question this time, so that's how I chose to do it. So yeah, that'll happen, and then once that's done, we'll just go to the questions I'll answer with my voice. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that your question was answered if you left one. Even if it's not in this next part. But yeah, let's start it off with the first of these questions. What was your game of the year 2014? No remasters. And this person said basically the same thing. What was your favorite game of 2014? So I just combined those as the same question. Well, I am not going to tell you my game of the year or my games of the year because I am making a separate video for that, but unfortunately the gameplay that I had for my game of the year video was on a hard drive that is now broken, and I need to get it fixed, so that video is being delayed, but it will happen. It's just not going to be uploaded near the end of 2014, it'll be near the beginning of 2015. And also, you said no remasters. I'm not counting remasters in my Game of the Year list anyways, so yep. Okay, next question, are you 17 yet? No, but by the time I upload this, I might be. My birthday is January 7th, and you'll just have to look at the date of when you're watching this or whenever I upload it or something, because I am recording this on the 4th, so I'm still 16 today, but on the 7th I will be 17. Okay, this person says, really, no more Let's Plays? All of your subscriptions are made from gameplays. Do you really think that's a good idea? No offense. Alright, no offense taken, but I guess I will just explain why I am not going to be doing Let's Plays anymore. And that is because compared to other videos that I make, Let's Plays don't get that many views, and they don't help my channel grow that much. And this person said that all of my subscribers are made from gameplays. I think by gameplays he just means Let's Plays, but actually that's not true. I've looked at my statistics, and most of my subscribers are gained from other kinds of videos, such as like when I do an Uncharted 4 breakdown video or something like that. So no offense to you, but you're wrong. Also, it just takes me forever to upload Let's Plays. Like, most YouTubers can upload them in maybe 1 month or like a few weeks, just depending on how long the game is, but mine, as you can see for The Last of Us Remastered, has taken like 6 months or something, and now I can't even upload like the last 3 parts because it was on that hard drive too. So yeah, also I think it's usually more fun to make other videos. Like, I think that making Let's Play videos is fun when I'm recording it, but editing it is boring because all I have to do is like watch through it and make sure that I don't have to cut out my dad talking to me or something like that, or when I got stuck on a part and I died over and over, so I cut out some of me dying just so the video wouldn't be super long and that sort of stuff. So yeah, the editing is very simple, which makes that stage of it kind of boring, but I like playing through them. It's just the amount of time it takes to upload a whole Let's Play and it not getting that many views as my other videos just makes it not worth it, I don't think. Okay, this question, will you be my friend? My name is Mad Doggun to numbers and letters and stuff. Okay, basically, you are asking if you can be my friend on PSN. Now, I'm probably going to make a separate video all about this just because this is the most common question I get, and it's not just in Q&As. People ask it all the time if they can add me on PSN or if I can add them, whatever. That gets asked all the time. So here's what I am going to tell you. I used to add friends on PSN, but then I had like 291 friends or something, and my friends list took forever to load when I'm trying to invite my friends to a party chat or a game, like my friends that I commonly play with, not just people on my friends list, but like my friends. Then I would just have to scroll down and it would load and I'd scroll and it would just take too long and it was too complicated. So I decided to remove everybody except for my close friends or one of my subscribers who comments on my videos a lot. Then I let them be on my friends list. That has actually happened. There are a few of my subscribers who like comment the most and talk to me the most on my videos and stuff, and I add them. So I don't know, there's some motivation, but I don't want you to be like a fake fan, I guess. And also, I kind of don't like using the word fan because it makes me sound like really arrogant, saying, oh man, I have all these fans. But really, if you just basically want to know who gets to be on my friends list, it's my actual friends and my biggest fans. Even though I already talked about why I don't necessarily always like using the word fan. So yeah, the answer to you is no. Sorry. And to most people, no. Yeah, sorry. If PlayStation ever adds something to where you can have your friends and then have like a favorites list of those friends, then I will. But right now, it's just because scrolling through a list that long, it's too much of a hassle. It's way too complicated. And yeah, I'll do it if PlayStation adds something to where the friends you play with the most can be easily invited to things. But until then, no, sorry. Okay, what is your favorite game mode in Advanced Warfare? This is a hard question to answer. When the game first came out, my favorite game mode was Momentum, but now I feel like I don't like it as much. I've been trying to get the camos on like all of the worst weapons basically right now, and to do that I've been playing mostly Team Deathmatch and Free For All. So I do like those modes a lot, and I've been playing some hardcore modes too. I also like Domination, Kill Confirmed, but I would have to say that my favorite game mode period in Call of Duty, just for fun, like not for trying to get camos or something, is Search and Destroy, and that is because I don't even know entirely. It's just fun to do. It's more slow paced compared to the rest of the game modes, which is kind of relaxing sometimes, although I do like other ones too, but I'd say Search and Destroy is probably my favorite, but not by a whole lot. Like, it's pretty close to some other game modes. I also really like Infected, and if they added like Gun Game and the party game modes from Black Ops 1 and 2, then those might actually be my favorite. But yeah, I also like the new one-shot game mode where people have snipers and stuff. But anyways, kind of a complex answer, but there you go. Okay, next question. Do you like pandas? I don't have much experience with pandas. I've seen some, or maybe it was just one. Anyways, I've seen some or one at the San Diego Zoo. I went there once. I don't live in San Diego, but I went on a vacation there once. And they seem like really peaceful animals. They look really cool. So from what I do know about pandas, I can say yes, I like pandas, but I don't have much experience with them. And also, Hero Boy is one of those sort of biggest fan people who is on my friends list. So yeah, just saying, people, if you want to get, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to force you to pretend to be a fan just to get on my friends list. Anyways, next one. If you could make any game you want with an unlimited budget, what would it be like? So eventually I think it would be cool to actually make video games, and I don't want to tell you my ideas for stories of games or something like that because I don't want anybody to steal my ideas. So that's the thing. I'm not going to tell you specific things like that, but I will tell you that in general I want to make games that connect with the player on a more emotional level than most games, and tell a good story. Maybe some not necessarily really tell much of a story, but that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm also wanting to make games that are different from most games, like not just constantly fighting guys, like there's some more cooldown time or something, or maybe some games where there's no fighting at all. But basically I want to be more original and tell really good stories in games. And that's what, like, my favorite games on my list of favorite games, that's why those games are on that list, because they're more like that. Well, most of those games, well, yeah, all of them actually. And yeah, I would like to do something like that, but hopefully even better. Which, I know I didn't tell you my favorite games, but you can probably judge what they are just based on my channel, and someday I'll probably make my, like, top favorite games list video, but that isn't gonna happen right now. Okay, are you excited for The Last of Us 2? So, if you guys don't know, it was leaked that The Last of Us 2 is being worked on right now by Naughty Dog. It's not entirely sure that it is going to end up being a game, but they are experimenting with what they might want to do if they do a second game. Doo-doo, he said doo-doo. Anyways, that wasn't funny, sorry. But yes, I am excited because even though the first one has a perfect story, and I won't spoil it, but the way it ends and wraps up, it's a perfect story that only needs to be one game, and it's totally just fine that way, probably even better off that way, just to be honest. But Naughty Dog makes very good quality games, and I definitely trust them with the sequel that it will be good, so I don't have anything to worry about. Am I excited? I'm not super excited because it's not that close to its release at all. I don't know when it will come out, maybe in like 2017, but I'm definitely excited because The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time. Okay, what do you think the story will be about in the next Infamous game? I think they will probably continue the storyline of Second Son, so there's probably going to be Delsin. It'll probably have to do with him going to Curtin K, that's what I guess. Definitely going to a new city, because they want to have a new open world map for sure. And just my basic predictions for the next Infamous game, which I did answer this in one of the questions that I just answered with text, but I'm guessing most people didn't watch all the way through that and like pause it each time. Basically, I feel like each Infamous game is going to continue to get further and further away from what I really liked about the first game, and as a result, eventually, I'm not even going to care at all about the Infamous series. That's my prediction, just based on what I've seen so far, but I hope they do something that I really like. That's my hope, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. So it's kind of sad like that. And as far as with the next story and the next Infamous game, since it's probably going to be like Second Son 2 or something, it's going to be something with Delsin, and to be honest, I don't really care what the story is. I hope it's good, but right now, I don't care at all. I'm not excited at all, really, for the next Infamous game. But I hope it's good. It probably won't be what I want it to be, though. So, yeah, that's kind of pessimistic, but I'm just trying to be realistic here. Okay, next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like making videos? Definitely a 10. It kind of depends what video I'm making, but making videos is one of the most fun things that I do, and that's why I started doing it in the first place. I just thought that it would be really fun, and it is. I love it, like, making these videos, playing video games, like, drawing and doing art in Photoshop. Like, those are some of my favorite things to do, I'd say, and yeah, I love doing it. 10 out of 10. Okay, what are your top 5 games of 2015? I haven't played any games that come out in 2015 yet, so I can't say what they are, but I will tell you what my top 5 most anticipated games of 2015 are, which is probably what you're asking anyways. So 5 would have to be Tom Clancy's The Division. It looks promising, it looks good, but knowing Ubisoft's latest games, they just are a big corporation that wants money, and they tend to let people down. So I don't trust that that game will be as good as it seems, but hopefully it is. 4 is Evolve. That game looks pretty cool. I'm not going to pre-order that one either, just because I want to make sure that it's good and it doesn't have like a super buggy launch that needs to be patched and stuff, because tons of multiplayer games do, but it looks so cool because it's just like a multiplayer boss battle thing, and that's like all it is, and that's awesome. So Evolve definitely interests me. And then number 3 would have to be Batman Arkham Knight. I've played Arkham Asylum. I still need to finish playing Arkham City. It's on my list. I'll finish it before I get Arkham Knight. But yeah, that one definitely looks very good. I loved Arkham Asylum, and I'm loving Arkham City so far. So that's why that's number 3. And then number 2, this might actually surprise you guys unless you did watch my Uncharted 4 breakdown video, because I said this in that video, is Uncharted 4, which I kind of just basically hinted at and spoiled for you. But anyways, yeah, number 2 is Uncharted 4. It's not number 1. That probably surprises quite a few people. But yeah, as I said, like, about The Last of Us 2 earlier, I trust Naughty Dog. They're very good at making games and telling a great story while having good gameplay and stuff. I love the other Uncharted games, even though I think that Uncharted 3 wasn't as good as the other ones. I think Uncharted 4 looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for it. And number 1 is No Man's Sky. Like, what can I even say about that game? It just looks absolutely amazing. The art style, you can go to a bunch of planets, no load times, just land on one, take off. That game values fun more than scientific accuracy. That game just looks awesome. It's an awesome sci-fi game made by indie developers. Well, I don't know if it's awesome. It looks like it'll be awesome. And that is my most anticipated game of 2015. I'm actually going to make a video talking about why I'm so excited for it pretty soon. Okay, this is the second to last question. What is the video you are most proud of? That is a very hard question to answer. I'm not sure. I think that some of my more recent reviews might be it. Like, my Second Son review, I think, was one of the best videos I've made. Although, going back on it, I think I could have done a lot better with some things. Like, it's never perfect. There's always things that you can improve on. And honestly, I don't know. I think my Funny Moments videos are usually pretty good, although, like, 1 or 2 people have said that they don't think it's funny, and that's fine. Like, not everybody has the same sense of humor and finds the same things funny. But I try to pick out the things that I thought were funny and that most people will probably think were funny too. So yeah, I also might say the videos I'm most proud of are the ones I haven't made yet, because it seems like videos are always better in your mind when you plan them, but then once you do them, they're like, oh, I could have done that better, so then I'll just try to improve that for the next video. So that's just kind of how it works. So I guess the videos I'm most proud of are going to be future ones, because hopefully they'll get better and better because I'll learn from past ones and stuff like that. But yeah, that's such a hard question for me to answer. I don't know what video I'm most proud of. Okay, here is the last question. What is your top 5 gaming franchises / games? What is your favorite console? And where do you see your YouTube channel in 1 year's time? There's also a second part to this question because it was pretty much the same question. This one says, what is your favorite game of all time? Mine is The Last of Us for sure, which fits in with that, with the top 5 favorites. So I said I'll make a video about this eventually, but I want to do that once I play more games. But top 5 I can do, like, once it's top, I don't know, 25, I would want to play some more games that I have on my list of games to play before I make that video. But I could do top 5 for sure. Okay, so number 5 is Minecraft. I'm not going to talk about why these are my favorites, really. I'm just going to say what they are. I'll save that for if I ever. I definitely will at some point, for whenever I make that video that I talked about, which will probably be like in a year from now or something, just saying. Number 4 is Uncharted 2. Number 3 is both of the Portal games. I just grouped them together because they're right next to each other on the list, but I do like Portal 2 more than Portal 1, but just by a smidge, like just barely. And then number 2 is Infamous, the first Infamous game, and number 1 is The Last of Us. So yeah, I do agree with Wesker12349 on The Last of Us being my favorite game. So that's cool that we have the same opinion on that. And then what is your favorite console? I do remember answering this before in another Q&A, even though I don't even remember which one it was. But my favorite console is the PlayStation 3. The reason why is because I have had great experiences on that console, and I've played a lot of really awesome games there. And I think that the PS4 is a better console for just the console, but as far as just my experience and what games I've played, the PlayStation 3 is the winner for me. And where do you see your YouTube channel in 1 year's time? Honestly, I don't know, other than I see myself still doing YouTube and still enjoying it. Because doing YouTube is so unpredictable that it's crazy. Like, about 1 year ago, I started growing super fast because of those infamous Second Son videos that I made with like news videos and saying my opinion on things. That made my channel grow super fast, and then once the game came out and all of the big YouTubers uploaded their Let's Plays and stuff, my videos were not on those search pages anymore. So then I slowed down drastically, and I actually lost a bunch of subscribers too, and I'm still losing quite a few. Although, Since my channel is doing quite a bit worse than it was doing at the start of last year, I have started thinking about it in a more optimistic way. With losing subscribers, I'm just losing the people who are not interested in watching my videos, so it's just getting rid of those people. And I'm gaining about as many subscribers that I'm losing, so it feels like I'm almost not gaining any at all, but I actually am, and I'm losing the ones who aren't interested. So I think that is a very good thing, even though my total number of subscribers has not moved as much as it did earlier not this year, last year in 2014. So yeah, I have no clue where my channel is going to be. I am constantly trying to make videos that would be more likely to help my channel grow and that people will like more, but honestly, it's so unpredictable. I have no clue, except for that I'll still be doing it, I guarantee you, unless something weird happens. But I don't think something that weird would happen. I don't even know. Like, if I die, I won't be, but I don't know why I would die. I probably won't die. So there you go with that. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this Q&A. If you have questions that you would like to ask me, you can leave them in the comments on this video, and I might answer them in the next one, which I'll probably do in March. Also, if you like the idea of me answering every question by having the text answers before the main ones, then tell me that, and I'll probably continue to do it in the rest of my Q&As. That is up until the point to where I get too many questions to where answering them with text would just take way too long even then, which hopefully I go that big someday, but I'm not saying I definitely will. As I said, YouTube is very unpredictable, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.